From the symbolism behind fire and water to what it means to dream about your teeth falling out, today we look at dream signs you shouldn't ignore. Number 11. Water. You are dreaming that you are on a tiny sailboat in the middle of a vast dark ocean, and though the water is currently calm, you see a storm and giant waves bearing down on you quickly. So what does this mean? Well, water can mean a great deal of things when it comes to dreams. In this case, the calm waters can symbolize wanting an easy life, free of worry, while the impending hurricane is a sign that you have goals you are afraid you won't achieve. However, merely setting sail in this ocean can sometimes indicate that you have the ambition to overtake the problem. Of course, the interpretation of water in dreams depends on the type of water and how it fits into the rest of the dream. Picture a woodland spring flowing steadily in the bright sunlight of a spring day. This obviously shows the dreamer is content. Now, picture the same stream frozen over. This has been interpreted as meaning the dreamer has the desire to escape, but knows that the ramifications of doing so outweigh the rationale behind their desire. Number 10. Houses. You dream that you own a giant mansion with seemingly endless rooms, but all the doors lead to more hallways with more doors. The environment of a dream can tell a person vital information about their subconscious. In many dreams, you may find yourself waking up in a home you don't recognize, yet still feel is your own. In the case of the mansion with endless rooms, this scenario is often interpreted as meaning you have had recent successes in life, but don't feel in control of where they are taking you. It may also mean that you are struggling with several options on an important decision, but there seems to be no right answer. However, if you have a dream in which you wake up in a house that is far too small or crowded, this could show that you have severe anxiety and feel trapped by your current inability to change your surroundings. Different rooms in houses can mean many different things as well. If you venture into an attic, this has commonly been associated with repressed memories, and what you may find in the attic may hold the key to some deep-seated fears. If you dream you are in a basement, this has often symbolized as a person uncovering secrets or gaining intuition on how to approach a problem. Number 9. Food. You sit at a table with plates and plates of food, but yet no matter how much you eat, you cannot seem to overcome your feeling of incredible hunger. This dream means that you feel your life is mundane and that you want to break out of your plain everyday schedule to go after your goals. Food is also commonly linked to knowledge. If you are starved and someone is keeping food away from you, this could express inner jealousy or the fear of others accomplishing more than you. There are also varying interpretations of dreams that depend on what type of food you eat and how it tastes. If something that you normally enjoy doesn't taste the same or is sour, this means that you need to reflect on how you have been doing things and maybe attack them differently. If you are being overfed something that you enjoy to a point of being uncomfortable, this can mean that you should be careful of moving too fast or recklessly indulging in pleasures. Number 8. Cats. You dream that you are walking home from work. A stray cat comes up to you and proceeds to rub against your legs, asking for affection, and then follows you all the way home. Cats have been seen to represent a number of debatable things in dreams, but one common theme that appears in the majority of cat-related dreams is femininity and women in general. If you are a male and you have this sort of dream, it may mean you need to get in touch with your feminine side or understand things from a woman in your life's perspective. For women, female cats may symbolize a rival or enemy, while male cats symbolize trust and comfort. Number 7. Roads. You are driving somewhere that you've been millions of times before, but suddenly, the road becomes unfamiliar. You don't recognize your surroundings, and none of the signs make sense. Roads almost always are symbols of the future. This scenario represents a person who may have recently received a new opportunity, but the pressures behind the change are currently overwhelming. In general, It is fear of the unknown. If you come across a fork in the road in a dream, you probably could have guessed that it means you are deciding between two important decisions. Driving down a road that leads to nowhere or one that is perfectly straight symbolizes a desire for simplicity and organization. If you are ever lost or find yourself forgetting how to drive in a dream, it could mean that you need to slow your life down and try to remember the basics. Number 6. Accidents. You are with your family and friends admiring the view of a deep canyon when suddenly you see one of your family members walking too close to the edge. You try and stop them, but are too late to save them from slipping and falling off the edge. Means that you may be stuck in a problem that you don't even realize. That you've overlooked something that is holding you back, or possibly that you have pent-up fear and anger that you are afraid will come out when the time isn't right. Seeing a loved one in an accident symbolizes fear of things you can't control and the futile desire to protect everyone even though you can't. It may also mean you have the fear of someone close to you falling under bad influences, or that the corruption of the world will destroy things you love. Number 5. Itching. You dream that you have a slight itch on your leg that you can't stop scratching. As the dream goes on, the itching grows worse and worse, and you develop a rash that slowly grows and grows no matter what you do to try and stop it. Dreams that you are itching or have a rash that won't go away can mean that you are rushing into something, or that you forgot something that affected a situation in a negative way. It represents repressed anger or frustration that you can't shake off. The only way to really remedy this is by confronting the itch that is affecting your life, whether it is a mountain of debt, the fear of telling someone how you really feel about them, or a secret from your past. Dealing with it immediately and head-on is the calamine of dream rashes. The best way to do this is by talking it out with someone or writing down a plan to overcome it. Number 4. Teeth. You are brushing your teeth when you notice that one of your front teeth seems unusually loose. You start to worry and prod it, but this only loosens the tooth more and it falls out. Not only that, you notice that your other teeth start to loosen, and no matter how hard you try to push them back in, they keep falling out. Teeth breaking or falling out can symbolize the fear of aging or passing away. But it could also be the fear of social acceptance or symbolize fears about your appearance. It can go even deeper into the subconscious and perhaps be the fear of a new job, not being in control of a relationship, or that your lies will one day catch up to you. The most common interpretation is that the dreamer has a fear of hygiene or desire to be healthier. Dreaming about your teeth falling out could be your body's way of telling you that you aren't taking care of your body in the way you know you should. Number 3. Demons. A dark, shadowy figure follows you as you are walking home. You know it is there, but whenever you turn around, the figure disappears until you turn around a corner, and there he is, up close and personal, the devil himself. This is actually one of the most common types of dreams. Dreams about demons or the devil have been plaguing humanity since we first learned how to sleep. Usually, these dreams mean that someone is manipulating you and you either don't know it, can't stop it, or are afraid to stop it. Dreams about deals with the devil or being haunted by demons have also been often interpreted as the dreamer being afraid of past transgressions catching up with them and ruining their newfound joys. Essentially, the devil represents guilt in this case. It sounds corny, as everyone knows the cliché about facing one's demons, but studying and getting to the source of nightmares can lead to some stunning insights into a person's psyche and help them to deal with everyday problems. Number 2. Fire. While walking through dense and dark woods, you spot the warm glow of a campfire in the distance. Seeing fire from a distance is interpreted as the dreamer striving to change or adapt in order to accomplish their goals. It is seeing the goal in the distance, but knowing it will take a lot of work to get there. Fire is as ambiguous as symbols in dreams go, but a common link between dreams about being burned is that the dreamer is in a real-life situation in which they feel they are in over their head or need to escape immediately. If you dream that you are setting something on fire, studies have shown that the dreamer usually has some inner anger they are holding in. Depending on what they are burning, this could apply to conflicts in a relationship, anger towards a dependence on material goods, or the primitive need to destroy. Number 1. Flying. You are laying in bed when suddenly a gust of wind blows your window open, but something about the night beckons, so you step to the window and realize that you can fly. You soar out the window into the night, completely in control of your newfound ability. This can either mean that you want to escape the problems of your everyday life, or that you might be about to break out of them and do something new. Flying without control can symbolize the desire to break out and do something new, but not knowing how to get started. When you can control flying in a dream, it almost always signifies a feeling of freedom and accomplishment. That you have reason to be proud, yet you are unsatisfied. Good dreams about flying usually leave the dreamer recharged for the next day, ready to attack their problems and focus. This goes for almost any dream about having superpowers. If you are dreaming about destroying villains with laser eyes or being able to morph into any creature you want, the odds are you are a person who has big goals and is actively working towards them.